Okay, we're on the third question here. 10-foot ladder rests against a wall. The angle of elevation of the ladder is 70 degrees. How far from the wall is the base of the ladder? So I'll use my triangle cheating tool here. So the angle of elevation is the angle from the horizontal up. So that's this angle here. And that angle is 70 degrees, which it isn't in this triangle, but let's just pretend. How far from the wall is the base of the ladder? So we're looking for this, the distance from here to here. And it says it's a 10-foot ladder, so the ladder is going to be right here. So really this triangle would look something steeper like that. But for the purposes of getting the right numbers, our diagram does not have to be to scale. So we've got 10-foot ladder, 70 degrees thing, and we want to know how far from the base. So that side here is our adjacent side, and this side here is our hypotenuse. With adjacent and hypotenuse, that leads us towards using cosine. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. And if I'm searching for the adjacent side, I'm going to multiply both sides by h, so that I can cancel out that h and that h, and I end up with h times the cosine of theta is my adjacent. The hypotenuse is 10 feet times the cosine of 70 degrees, which is a. The cosine of 70 degrees is 0.34, 342, etc. Keep all those values in your calculator. Or if you can enter it all at once, that's good too. And if I multiply that by 10, I get 3.42. And that's, feet. So this is to the nearest tenth, which is 3.4 feet. So this side here is 3.4 feet long, which is going to be A. For the next question, side BC. So in this triangle, it's kind of hard to see, but side BC, here's A, B, and C. Side BC is the length from here to here. This is 40 meters. Angle C, so the angle at C, this angle here is 58 degrees. How long is side AC? AC is this side here, so I'm looking for, highlighted, the hypotenuse. So if I'm looking for the hypotenuse, and I know the adjacent, again, this is going to be a cosine question. So the cosine of my angle is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. We're going to search for adjacent again. It's going to be solved the same way. H times cosine of my angle is the hypotenuse, or the right letter, adjacent. And my, I'm searching for H this time. My apologies. We'll rearrange this. So if I'm searching for H, I'm still going to have to take the same first step. Multiply both sides by H so that these two can cancel. And now I'm going to divide both sides by cos of the angle to get that H all by itself. My first step was to get H off the bottom, and my second step is to get rid of everything that's not H. So the hypotenuse is equal to A over cosine of the angle. The adjacent is 40 meters, and that's cosine of 58 degrees. Cosine of 58 is 0.5299. And 40 divided by that is 75.483, etc. And this is in not feet, but meters. Because there is nothing for this meters to cancel with, so it sticks around. And this wants to the nearest tenth of a meter, so that's one decimal point, which is 75.48, rounds up to 5. So we would choose C. But apart from all of this, we don't even have to do any of this to answer this question. We can just look at the multiple choices. We got 74.49. That's not to the nearest tenth. 75.4832. That's not to the nearest tenth either. The 4832 and the 49 both come from the actual answer you're going to get, and they both round up to 5, and they don't round down to 4. So just looking at the options available, these decimal points in the distractor answers and the wrong answers both round to this, not that. And this one is wrong because it has to the nearest hundredth, and this one is to the nearest 10,000th. So we would choose C, even if we didn't have our calculator with us at all. Okay, I'm going to stop this one to record the next.